All right, guys, in today's video, if you're someone who struggles with rushing the downswing and you feel really quick in transition, we've got a great one for you with the driver. Today we have Mr. Ben Kruper, the pause king. Maybe you've seen some of his videos before. He's gonna help us out, learn how to get that smooth, effortless transition, a couple key feels I think are gonna really help you guys. Let's dive right in. All right, guys, we're out here today with the man himself, Mr. Ben Kruper, the pause king. Appreciate you being out here.
Thank you. Yeah, nice to be here.
If you guys, I'm sure a lot of you have seen Ben before on Instagram and on YouTube. He's an unbelievable golfer. And obviously in the past couple of months, a lot of social media blowing up. Everyone's seen Ben at the pause at the top of the swing. And we're hoping today in today's video, we just did a little lesson video over on Ben's channel just to help him, get the club a little bit more on plane and with the consistency. We'll link all of Ben's info down in the description down below. Go check those out. Really cool on-course matches on YouTube coming up, I believe.
Oh yeah, a lot of on-course stuff, a lot of matches, a lot of tournament vlogs coming up, a lot of stuff coming on my YouTube. So yeah.
Tournament vlogs too.
Oh yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I'm doing a little vlog for my US Open qualifiers, some stuff like that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So we'll link those down below. In that video, we were going a little more swing mechanics. I think in this video, Ben, and ideally for you guys, I want to talk about some things that Ben does really well in his swing that can help you as well. Ben's great with all the clubs, but I think in particular with the driver, gosh, if you watch some of the vlogs, when Ben gets on, he could drive it. I mean, what are you carrying it, 300 yards?
Yeah,
pretty straight.
Yeah, 305. Yeah, pretty straight. I mean, when I hit the driver well, it's great. So
it's world class. And so hopefully from today, we'll kind of a couple pieces in Ben's swing that you can use in yours as well. All right, guys. So just quick interruption to today's video before we watch Ben hit. When you watch him hit here, you want to model all the things he does successfully. Notice his setup, how good his setup pieces are. Notice his backswing. He's got a full backswing turn, gets his hands nice and high and deep, like a lot of great drivers of the ball do. So you want to mimic that as well. But the main thing we're going to watch for here, obviously, when he does his pause in his swing. Now, he does a full pause, like a Cameron Young or Hideki Matsuyama. My goal for you is just to be intentional about your transition move. So maybe like a little bit of collecting yourself, just a moment extra at the top to help the downswing, especially if you feel like you're rushing too much, you're trying to work on something in the downswing and you can't quite get it. I've worked with a lot of students where that little just collecting yourself, that little hesitation at the top can make a huge difference. I'm going to pin a comment down below with 3 videos where we talk more about how to implement it. But we thought it'd be cool to have Ben on to talk how I kind of talk through how he does it. So hopefully you enjoy the video. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions on how to implement this stuff. Why don't you hit one for us first?
Okay.
I'm going to ask you some questions. Let's kind of go out at that green building, maybe at the clock out there. Right. Let's do the signature Ben Kruper drive right down the middle here.
All right.
On ball number 1. So watch this one, guys. Watch how good this swing is here. Now, in case you missed it, that was unbelievable. Holy shit, I might have to get that. Now, that wasn't your computer glitching or your phone didn't stop or anything. In case you missed it, Ben's got a little pause at the top of his swing.
I do.
Yeah?
I do. Oh yeah.
Can you tell us how you came about that and how that started?
Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting story. I had the quickest transition growing up. Like, I've been golfing since I've been able to walk. I played a lot of competitive golf as a kid, a lot of junior golf, wanted to aspiring pro. And then I started to lose my swing a little bit once I got to be, 6'3", 6'4". I gained a lot of club head speed. And that quick transition got really behind me, a lot of hands, a lot of timing. A couple guys had told me, Ben, you should practice pausing in your swing. I saw the Tiger Woods video where Butch Harmon was like saying that they would do that for hours on the range where Tiger would pause.
Okay.
And so I started practicing it on the range as like a drill. I tend to hit it pretty straight when I pause, but I was losing distance at first, because it is a weird, you're stopping everything. Right. So it is kind of weird. But I did that for a little bit, couldn't really bring it out in the course though. Like, it didn't work for me as a drill. It didn't really slow me down much. It more just like, it actually made that swing better. So it didn't really, I don't know, it didn't correlate to my actual swing.
Okay.
But then in the middle of a tournament, I was hitting the ball terrible. I had a short, quick backswing, quick transition, all that. On the 10th tee, I just started pausing. I just started pausing in the state amateur last year. I've only been pausing for 7-8 months now. So that's the thing.
Damn, great. I didn't know that.
I've only been pausing for 7-8. I've not been pausing that long. Yeah, I've not been pausing that long. But yeah, started on the 10th hole, birdied 3 in a row, played 4 under the last 9 holes, and I never looked back. I've never looked back. I had both misses. I really struggled under pressure for the longest time.
Yeah.
And the one comment I get, which is interesting to me, is the pause doesn't work under pressure because you have too much time to think. For me, I had such a quick transition, and it would get so much worse under pressure. the pause is the only thing that's ever helped me. It literally has saved my golf game. So it may not be the same for everyone out there, but for me, it has truly saved my golf game, my golf swing. So.
Hell yeah, dude. And the balls to do it in a tournament. Holy hell.
I had nothing to lose. I was scrapping it around, making putts. Like, I was putting my butt off to be 3 over. So I was, I had nothing to lose.
That's cool. It's working out okay.
It is working out great. I'm really happy I did.
And I think, dude, in the pressure tournaments too, like if anything, and you guys would know this too, you go play, and this could be just playing with your buddies on the tee, first tee, you're a little nervous, you got a little match going on, whatever. When we get nervous, we go quicker.
Yes.
We go faster. So I think the pause doesn't give you more time to think. I just let you slow down a little bit, right?
Yeah, exactly. I really have a good idea of where the club face, where my hands are at when I pause, and everything's kind of in sequence. You know, my hips are flying.
And I would say for you guys watching, the point of this, and where I think can really help your driver, is to be able to, if not fully pause at the top, at least not rush so much to start your downswing. Now, are some guys really good, like a John Rahm who goes quick and fast? Yeah. Totally. But most of us, right, most amateur golfers, going too quick and too fast is a problem. So I think what I'd like to do, Ben, is just talk through a couple different options of how players could potentially put this into their own swing. So let me ask you this first. Did you go right into the pause, or like did you try like hesitating at all, or was it pause from the drill right away?
So to be honest, when I started pausing, it didn't look like nearly as much of a pause as it does right now. Like it looked more like a hesitation. Like it was a little, you could tell it was different. Like it was more of like a, and then go, because it was so fast before the pause that it did take a little training to get it to the point where it is now, where I fully do stop, like you can tell. Yeah. Like when I first started doing it, you'd be like, okay, micro pause. Now it's like full pause. Like this would be more of a pause than I would say like Hideki, you know, Cam Young, guys like that on tour that pause now. It's pretty similar to theirs, if not a little more.
I'm so glad you said that. It's funny. I've watched some of your videos and I see some of the other guys trying to pause, and there's zero pause at all.
There's zero
it's
pause.
Like a little hesitation. At the top.
They either do that or they go like this, and then they go back for more. And it's like, that's not a pause. You're going back. You're still continuing to take the club back after you stop. So, you know, but.
And I think with that said, that's actually a decent place for you guys to start.
Yes.
I think when you make a swing, when you go to the top and you feel like, let's say you pause for a second, you probably won't actually pause.
You will not actually pause.
You just let it gather a little bit at the top, right? So I think sort of phase one, Ben, maybe let's show us, can you still hit a ball with no pause? You still got that in your repertoire?
I can, 100%.
Let's see a normal one. With no pause in it.
No pause here? All right.
You still know how to do this.
Yeah, I still know how to do it. I still know how to do it.
That's crazy, only 7-8 months.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It hasn't been that long.
I didn't know this was all new. Okay, no pause swing.
All right.
Yeah, and that's still pretty good too. And I mean, I overlooked that first one. I mean, Ben probably hit it 300, 310 literally on a frozen rope. That's the same thing, almost through the range there. Yep. So if that's his normal, and then Ben goes into the full pause, which you probably pause as much as like anyone
it's a full pause. Yeah.
And so probably the transition between that sort of swing for you and the full pause is just feeling a pause. One thing I kind of show a lot of players, Ben, and we'll kind of maybe go into like a mini pause on the next one. Let's say you guys are making a driver swing and normally it's like 1, 2, and then you go down. Simple way to start is you might add a second. So you would go 1, 2, 3. And now adding a second 1, 2, 3 doesn't necessarily mean you need to like swing a lot longer. It's just a little extra second to gather yourself at the top, so then you can start down on the way down. So let's see if we can do, Ben. Let's go from maybe only 80% speed on this one. Okay. Because we're hitting those like 310 through the range. Let's say that was a no pause at all.
That was no pause at all.
We saw the full pause.
We
saw the full pause. Can we do one where there's like maybe a mini pause?
Kind of right in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle.
For sure.
80% speed. All right. Little 290 straight shot.
Gotcha.
Mini pause. Yeah, gosh, that's so good, dude. Absolutely hammering those. So when you guys are practicing,
that was pretty. Was that a mini pause? Would you say?
For you, that was pretty good.
Okay.
That was a little mini.
It might be tough for me. It's honestly easier to go either one or the other.
Yeah. I think most of us amateurs at some point in time have that struggle where you feel. I mean, let me know if you guys in the comments down below have felt this, but it's like you feel a little nervous on the first tee, or you feel like you're rushing it. Maybe you can't even really feel the club. It's like the whole day is getting rushed and you're not hitting the ball well, and you want to be able to slow things down. I don't necessarily think you got to slow things down the way back, but gosh, that transition timing is so important to do the slowing down. And so whether you want to go full Ben, right, full at the top and play around with that, or probably feel some of those pieces in there, I think that'll put you in a good spot. Ben, let me ask you this. On the way down from that pause, do you normally have any swing thoughts, or are you just like, I'm a hit.
That's a question I do get a good amount of times. They ask like, what starts it? You know, what starts your swing? Well, normally before the pause, it was just hands and my hips wouldn't fly. And I haven't really had quick hips my whole golfing career, so that's always been a struggle for me.
Yeah.
But now it kind of gives me time that everything kind of starts at once, I would say.
Ah.
Like I like to feel like my left, like that kind of starts the downswing and opens up, even though it might not be that. I like to feel that.
Yeah.
So then it definitely, it's all in kind of sequence, in a little better sequence. Everything rotates at once. Fire. I mean, there's not many swing thoughts. It's kind of just like hit ball hard on the way down. Like there's not much going on up there. So but that's when I'm playing my best golf.
I like it. Let's see another one. Maybe only like 70% speed this time.
Okay.
And you go ahead and hit Ben.
Okay.
As you guys are watching and you're thinking about your swing on the way down, the other part of the benefit is having that extra second at the top can give you time to think about something if you're trying to do something on the way down. Sometimes when you're getting so rushing fast, the swing's just going too fast. You don't have time to do the thing you're trying to improve on the way down. Like oftentimes you having an extra second, hey, I'm trying to shift my weight, turn my body, swing from inside, whatever that is, giving yourself that extra second too can be beneficial to help you actually do it. Let's see a 70%er Ben. Let's go full pause.
Full pause.
Full
Okay.
normal Ben at the top. This is what you guys are gonna feel like you're doing, but won't actually be doing in the beginning. Amongst many other good things Ben does in his swing. Yeah, dude, that is so good.
That felt nice right there.
I mean, I really think we just did a little lesson video on Ben's channel. If you guys want to see more of the details of what he's working on in his swing, there's a couple little nuanced things. But Ben is, I think, could be one of the best players in the world. He hits the ball as good as anybody that I've seen. I think there's those couple little micro things to work on. If you want to check that out, we'll put that in the first link in the description. Go over to Ben's channel, check those out. Check out his Instagram. Check out those. I want to see your tournament vlogs. I'm excited for that. I didn't know.
Yeah,
you were
I'm
doing
really
that.
excited to start doing that because I came to Florida mainly pursuing pro golf. Got away from me a little bit, but yeah, I'm getting back into it for sure.
Yeah.
I figure why not make great content about it? There's not many people doing it, so
We
yeah.
appreciate it, dude. We're going to look forward to following the journey.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
you coming out today. We'll put Ben's info down below. Any questions, thoughts on this, how to do the pause for myself or Ben, leave a comment. Appreciate you guys watching.